guys, how's it going? So today we are planting 3 beautiful roses over here on the west side of the house, and they are the Oh So Easy Italian Ice Roses from Proven Winners. So it's a really good alternative to the very popular Peace Rose. You're probably familiar with that one. Very similar coloring. You've got the yellow to apricot to blush pink, and the pink is more pronounced when the temperatures are cooler, which like right now, I'm on the edge of needing a coat out here at the end of May, which is really crazy. I know once I start digging, I won't feel that way, but it is chilly and breezy today. So I think that's why we have the coloration looking so like just beautiful. They're a zone 4 through 9, so also a really good rose for those of you who live in a slightly cooler climate. A lot of times roses are like a zone 5 and 6, so these are a little bit tougher, disease resistant, and you do not have to deadhead these. So what I'm going to do here, I've got these kind of in a little arc. I am going to not use the auger today because it requires a huge auger to dig a hole this size, and we've got it freshly mulched and nice. So I'm just going to brush the mulch away. And Russell, you gotta move it, buddy, so I can see where the drip line is. You can see the drip line running through right here, and I'm just gonna dig holes here with a shovel and get these planted quick. So let me do that, and then we'll take another look and see what they look like once they're in the ground. I did not mention they grow 18 to 30 inches tall and wide, so I think they're gonna be a perfect back layer to my lavender, which is a Sweet Romance right here. And then the boxwood, I intend on keeping that in a tighter sphere. You can see we have done no boxwood trimming yet this year. I don't even think we're gonna make it in time. We're supposed to hit 99 degrees next week, so I think it's just gonna be fluffy this year. Okay, so the first thing I usually do when I'm planting something and not wanting to make a mess is I take the plant out of the plant can so that I can use this for extra soil instead of laying it on top of mulch. So let's do that. Oh, that's a nice looking root system right there. I actually overwintered these roses. I had them last year and I wanted to plant them, but I knew we were gonna kind of have chaos in the garden this year with a bunch of projects. So I didn't really want to plant a bunch of things and then have to move them. So I just held on to a bunch of things this last winter. So these were they outside? I think they were in the cold frame. So anyway, they wintered over beautifully, as you can see. Helps that they're a zone 4. I'll be using some of this soil to backfill, and some of it I'll be spreading out on the new property, somewhere out in the middle of nowhere. We are blessed to have fairly rock-free soil. You grab my fertilizer. So we're just going to pour in a little bit of this Biotone starter fertilizer. I'm going to mix it into the native soil there. And then, whoops, shovel fell. So kind of want to decide which side of the rose is the best, or whatever plant you're planting. And I think that this is actually the best side right there. So it's actually a little low. I'm going to add a little more soil. We want it pretty much level with the current soil level. If anything, we want it slightly taller. This variety is actually the 2021 Rose of the Year, and it won Shrub Madness. Let's see, what year was that? 2020. It won the Shrub Madness contest, which is kind of like a spin off of March Madness. Kind of works the same with brackets and voting on different plants. It's really fun. So when we move this out of the way, I'm able to just put this mulch right kind of back over the top. And this area, you saw the drip line, so this one already has a drip line right by it. And so other than watering it in today, that's pretty much all I'm gonna have to do with this plant. This year anyway, and then I'll fertilize it with my other roses next spring when I go around with my rose tone. Okay, 2 more. Oh, look, there's a worm. Woo. Now it's gonna grow extra big. But that's what I love about this fertilizer. You can't really like hurt things with it. I mean, I wouldn't go around putting a whole bag on anything, but it's such a slow feed and it's so gentle on plants that I don't really worry about it too much. I hardly ever measure. Oh, that's so perfect. You know what? I think that these 3 roses made such an excellent addition to this spot in the garden. There are sometimes I plant something and I'm like, you know what? I like it, but we'll see. And then there are sometimes I plant things and I'm like, yep, that's what needed to go there. And I think this color, the structure right here is going to be perfect. So like I said, they grow anywhere from 18 to 30 inches tall. Roses typically do really well in our area. So I'm expecting it to get about this tall, maybe about this wide. So I think they'll each kind of touch each other back here and just create this really beautiful, almost hedge. In this area, I mean, our gardens are an ever evolving process. And that's kind of the fun of it. But I do plan on adding another texture right behind it, possibly another evergreen kind of blue. And then we are going to be finishing our sprinter boxwood hedge here, where there used to be a random picket fence section. It just stopped right here. So we had, have since removed that and need to finish off the sprinter hedge. But, there's just a lot of fun opportunities to plant some fun things. So anyway, I did mention the deadheading was unnecessary with these. Pruning really isn't necessary either, unless you want to come in, usually like late winter, early spring when they're starting to bud. You can kind of see if there are any dead branches or anything that's like kind of, if you have a wild arm of a branch and you kind of want to reshape it, that's a great time to do it. So anyway, that's it, you guys. Thanks so much for watching, and we will see you in the next video. Bye. Find proven winners at Reston Farm Garden Market in Reston, Virginia.